I was always fascinated by space. I would sit outside my house late at night, staring up at the stars until my parents called me back inside. When I grew older, that childhood dream turned into a career as an astronaut. I never imagined myself going to Mars or even deeper into space, but here I am, stuck on the moon in a makeshift research facility, surrounded by craters filled with nothingness. It all started innocently enough. We were sent to the lunar surface under NASA's directive to explore and document any new finds we encountered. At first, everything went well. Our days consisted of routine maintenance, experiments, and reports back to mission control. But one day, something odd happened. One of our team members, Steve, discovered strange markings etched into the surface near our habitat. He showed them to us during his daily debrief, but no one knew how to interpret them. They appeared like ancient hieroglyphics from some unknown civilization, except these weren't Egyptian or Mayan. They seemed completely alien. That same evening, we decided to investigate further. Using our rovers, we drove out towards where Steve had seen the markings. As soon as we arrived, we noticed something unusual. Strange objects scattered around the area, as if left behind by someone or something else. Some resembled tools, while others looked organic. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but a shiver ran down my spine. We picked up several pieces and brought them back to our lab for examination. After analyzing them overnight, we realized that they were technology, unlike anything we'd ever seen before. In fact, it was impossible to determine whether they were man-made or biological. Nonetheless, there was still no explanation for the weird symbols we saw earlier. Soon after, however, things began to take a darker turn. At midnight, Steve woke us up frantically screaming, saying he found more writing nearby. This time we followed him outside, despite feeling uneasy. Upon arrival, we spotted something unexpected. A glow coming, me crashing through the door, revealing a grotesque creature standing before us. Its body was covered in greenish-blue scales, and it had multiple arms ending in sharp claws. Each of those appendages ended in spheres that pulsed with some sort of energy. What made matters worse was the entity's head. It was elongated with two huge black eyes staring directly into my soul. As I stood frozen in fear, it took a step forward, causing the floor to rumble beneath my feet. My colleagues reacted differently, drawing weapons and ready to defend themselves. However, the creature simply raised three of its fingers, causing strange tendrils to shoot forth from every corner of the room. Before anyone could react, each member of our team was ensnared, unable to move or speak. All the while, the thing continued to emit a low, growling noise that increased in volume until it became ear-piercing. For hours, it did nothing but observe us, studying every aspect of our bodies. It prodded, poked, and measured us as though conducting some kind of experiment. Despite feeling helpless, my mind raced to come up with a plan of escape. But then, without warning, the creature spoke. Its voice sounded mechanical yet organic, as if it came from both living tissue and machinery combined. In perfect English, it announced, "Harvest complete," and just like that, it vanished into thin air. The next few weeks passed in a blur. Our captors allowed us brief periods of freedom, but kept us mostly confined within that chamber. During these times, we tried to learn more about them, hoping that understanding their ways might allow us to negotiate our release. However, there wasn't much to go on. They communicated via telepathy, which made it difficult for us to gather intelligence. Eventually, we learned that Earthlings and other life forms on neighboring worlds were merely resources, raw materials to extract for fuel, building blocks, or whatever use our captors desired. But one day, everything changed. One of our remaining crewmates, Maria, figured out a way to disrupt the telepathic communication of our captors. It was a risky move, but we knew it was our only chance to regain control of the situation. We coordinated our efforts and executed the plan during one of our brief periods of freedom. As the telepathic link was disrupted, chaos erupted in the facility. The creatures were disoriented and confused, unable to communicate effectively with each other. We seized the opportunity and fought back using whatever makeshift weapons we could find. It was a fierce battle, with our survival hanging in the balance. Miraculously, we managed to overpower the creatures, forcing them into a retreat. We had no time to celebrate, though, as we had to act quickly. We gathered the remaining supplies, including the strange objects we had discovered, and made our way to the escape pods. With a mixture of relief and trepidation, we launched into space, leaving the moon and its horrors behind. Our journey back to Earth was filled with a mix of emotions. We had survived, but we knew we couldn't simply forget what had happened. We had encountered an alien species that saw us as nothing more than commodities. Once back on Earth, we shared our harrowing experience with NASA and other authorities. Our findings and the recovered artifacts were carefully examined, and scientists around the world worked tirelessly to decipher the enigmatic symbols and understand the technology left behind by the creatures. Over time, a startling revelation emerged. The alien markings and technology hinted at a connection between these extraterrestrial beings and ancient civilizations on Earth. It appeared that these creatures had visited our planet in the distant past, influencing human development and leaving behind artifacts and messages as a testament to their presence. The implications of this discovery were profound. It meant that humanity was not alone in the universe, and that our existence and history were intertwined with beings from beyond our world. The knowledge we gained from our encounter with the creatures on the moon opened up new possibilities for space exploration, as well as raising important questions about the nature of our place in the cosmos. Years passed, and humanity continued to explore and expand its reach into space. The events on the moon became a pivotal moment in our history, a reminder that the universe was vast and full of wonders, but also dangers we had yet to fully comprehend. As for me, I retired from active space missions, but dedicated my life to studying the artifacts and researching the alien species we had encountered. I became a leading expert in the field, sharing my knowledge and insights with others. The horrors we experienced on the moon had changed me, but they also fueled my determination to understand the mysteries of the universe and ensure that future encounters with extraterrestrial life would be approached with caution and wisdom. And so, The horror story that began on the moon became a catalyst for exploration, discovery, and the ongoing quest to unravel the secrets of the cosmos. For just $3 a month, you can have your name featured in my YouTube videos and descriptions. Not only will you be supporting my channel, but you'll also be immortalized in the credits of my content. If you're looking for something a bit more personalized, consider becoming a $25 a month patron. I'll voice your stories and bring them to life on my channel. Create a special drawing just for you, or even write a unique story tailored to your interests. So don't hesitate. Join my patron community today and help me keep the spooky stories coming. And remember, together we can save each other from the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for your support.